Hello everyone, if you're new here, I'm Allen with Earthglow, and this channel is all about sharing the joy of candle making. In today's video, I'm going to be unboxing Makesy's 2024 Spring Discovery Kit. And if you're new to this channel, hi, my name's Allen. I'm a little bit obsessed with fragrances and proud, and unboxings and fragrance videos are my absolute favorite to film. But anyways, let's get right into today's video, and I hope that you enjoy. So before we get into this unboxing, I always like to put up the disclaimer that there's always the chance that something that I like, you might not like, and also something that you like, I might put on my fails list. The way that I like to do these videos is just a totally unfiltered unboxing right on camera. I haven't looked at any scent notes. What I smell is what you hear, and we just have fun together. Like most, they use biodegradable packaging. It's kind of what I would consider the standard nowadays. Oh my god, this is the Destinations Fragrance Oil Kit. Okay, oh my god, I didn't know that actually. I thought this was the Spring Fragrance Discovery Kit. That's exciting. You guys know my whole line is kind of centered on Destination. My luxury line is centered on Destinations, so I'm really excited for this. Okay, so I'm just going to show you guys the titles. Oh my god, and I smell a lot of things already. We have Fleur de Provence and Vanilla Lumiere, California Blossoms and Citrus Zephyr, Japanese Ansen and Forest Bathing. Ooh, Sicily Summer and Musc de Soleil. Bora Nectar and Paradise Orchid. By the way, I'm probably slaughtering a bunch of these pronunciations, and I'm sorry about that in advance, but like I said, it's unfiltered. I haven't looked at anything yet. Copa Cabana Charm and Tropical Paradise. Phuket Paradise and Ginger Glow. Santorini Figs and Crystalline Linen. Is this even in focus for you guys? Hopefully. Wild African Violets and Black Tonka. I'm really excited for that one. And then Moroccan Orus and Pink Suede. Now, if you guys know anything about me, there's a couple of Pink Suede fragrances by Makesy that are some of my absolute fragrances, and I blend them together. And I have that blend available to my patrons, so if you're a patron, definitely check that out. It's my intention blend. So if you didn't already do so, I hope that you grab a coffee, grab a tea, because this video, I don't think it'll be, well, it's probably gonna be like 30 minutes or so. They've been including these blotter strips, which is nice because when you're smelling fragrances, this is gonna give you a much better idea of the top, middle, and base notes. Whereas if you just smell straight out of the bottle, you're gonna get a lot of the top notes. Okay. So I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna just do them in a row maybe. Fleur de Provence and Vanilla Lumiere. There we go, very excited for this one. I'm expecting, so I have a candle called Clair de Lune that, oh god, this is really on there. It uses Flaming Candles Cashmere Cedar, and it has this kind of expansive luminescent vanilla quality, but I'm expecting with all these oils something that is going to be high-end because of the price points. So my standards for these are not going to be what I normally rate like a Candle Science or a Flaming Candle or kind of a mid-price point type oil. My standard is going to be much higher. So yeah, Fleur de Provence and Vanilla Lumiere. Let's see what you're going to do for us. Wow. Okay, this is really different. But I am wishing I was getting this a little more prominently out of the bottle. I'm just going to put a little more on this strip here. What I'm smelling, I really like. Yeah, so I'm getting like a floral quality. Yes, it has like an orchid quality. And it has, I would say, like an evening dusky vibe to it. Gives me that kind of luminescent vanilla. that I'm getting. There's something about this though that strikes me as a little bit like Hairspray that I don't like. It's 90% there for me. And I would say it's a very expansive, glowy, dusky, enchanted fragrance. But yeah, there's that like 10% there that strikes me like Hairspray. Next up, let's take a look at, actually after I do them, I'm gonna just set them off to the side. And if you guys want me to rank these, please let me know. I think I will be doing that on my Patreon. So patrons, if you're here and you'd like me to continue doing that, please let me know. This next one is called California Blossoms and Citrus Zephyr. Very excited for this one. I'm expecting something that's kind of orangey, kind of zesty, but that has a very high-end spa-like appeal. Ooh, when I can smell this one from like a foot away, I can smell something from like a foot away that's very like fresh orange. One thing I love about this company is how they infuse a lot of their oils with essential oils, and they'll actually tell you from what part of the world that they're coming from, which I definitely appreciate. Especially for the price points on these, you really need to have some strong selling points, and that definitely is one of them. So here we go. Oh. Okay, this is generic. I like this. This has a little bit of an artificial orange to it though, up close. That is kind of disappointing to me. Huh. It has like a candied, slightly artificial orange to it. I'm getting something in this that almost has, so if you like Prosecco fragrances or like pink berry fragrances or pink sugar fragrances, I feel like this would be a good one to check out for you, but that's not what I was expecting based on the name. I think the raspberry, if there's raspberry in this, it's coming through a little bit too strong for the character of the fragrance overall. I think that the citrus could sing more if it was just kind of more of a dried down citrus without so much of the pink berry. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm really excited. And I thought that this was their spring fragrance discovery kit. So I'm a little puzzled because this is their destinations kit. So maybe I got it wrong. But you guys know I'm obsessed with anything that's destination oriented. I'm just gonna have to check my notes, or I'm gonna have to check my email from them and see. Okay, let's do this Japanese Ansen in forest bathing. I love most Japanese inspired fragrances, like the cherry blossom fragrances that I've smelled, and pretty much anything that has that kind of exotic. They tend to be some of the most beautiful florals in my opinion, and also some of the most like refreshing citrus-like fragrances. And I'm smelling something like a foot away with this one that is very intriguing to me. I have no idea what to expect, but here we go. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my gosh, I really am intrigued by this. Wow, this is really woody and earthy. Oh my goodness, what am I even smelling? I'm getting like a type of forest vibe. So, if you've smelled Candle Science's, I'm gonna put the name up on the screen of the fragrance that I'm thinking of. It's like the high-end version of that oil. It's one of their new fragrances, and I know exactly what it is in my head, but I can't think of the name. Yeah. Wow. And if you like Kathmandu, the fragrance that 1617 used to have, it also reminds me of that oil. So it has like to me, like a cedar and a pink pepper and maybe some sandalwood and some cedar wood. But I'm also getting almost like bergamot to this. And it just has this rich woodland foresty vibe. All right, next let's check out this Sicily Summer and Masque de Soleil. I absolutely love the Sicilian aesthetic with bergamot, with this sort of petitgrain, this sort of dry, bitter citrus aesthetic, and that is kind of the idea of petitgrain. It's essential oil oftentimes. If you haven't smelled it, you can definitely get the essential oil, but you can also just get the petitgrain fragrance by Stone Candles, and that is quintessential petitgrain in my opinion. Now, I don't know what their exact take is going to be on this. I might expect something to have, I'm putting a little bit of the fragrance on these strips kind of as I'm talking, but I'd expect something there to be like a lemon, some sort of a bitter citrus is what I would expect based on it being Sicilian. Sicily's known for its production of limes and lemons, and so anyways, here goes Sicily Summer and Musc du Soleil. Ooh. Okay, I'm definitely getting what I kind of expected from this. It is a bitter citrus. I'm getting some lime, I'm getting some lemon, some bergamot. Definitely, I just whacked myself in the face with the strip as the top note to this one. Yeah, this is a beautiful citrus. I definitely think that it's an inspired take on an essential oil, and it's beautiful. I think I'm wanting something even more unique. I'm also almost getting something floral in this, like possibly a honeysuckle note. Or some type of, not jasmine, it's a little more of a heady floral, but it's done very well in this representation. Yeah, I'd say it's 90% there for me again. Like, I'm holding my standard extremely high due to the price point on these oils. I have to be blown away by them. And this one's 90% there for me. I really, really do like it. And if this would throw well in wax, it would be 100% there for me, without a question. Let's take a look at Bora Nectar and Paradise Orchid. I tend to like orchid fragrances. I know a classic example is Candle Science's Sea Salt and Orchid. Again, that's going to be more for a mid-level audience. It's not what I would consider a luxury marketed fragrance, but it has a beautiful representation of like orchid and sea salt and all that jazz. So I'm expecting something like that, but the high-end version. So here goes Bora Nectar and Paradise Orchid by Makesy. Let's see what it's gonna do. Oh. Actually. Wow, this is very light. So I initially, when I first put this down and I first got a whiff of it, I was getting like a woody, almost santal coconut bronzed accord. But as this dries down, it is so light. Yeah, this is very, very light. And what I'm getting, it smells like an exotic suntan lotion to me. All right, next up, let's take a look at Cabana Charm and Tropical Paradise. Again, I'm expecting something that's going to be sort of tropical inspired, maybe some woody notes, some coconut notes, some mango, some guava, something like along those vibes. Fruity, yes, not like candy. Again, with these price points, nothing remotely like candy for a fine fragrance. And maybe if it is, it has to be done extremely well, and like the luxury version. Anyways, here goes Cabana Charm and Tropical Paradise by Makesy. Let's see what it's gonna do. Yeah. No. Okay. This smells like... Oh, it smells like something I've gotten from Bath & Body Works before. Definitely has like a coconut, a tropical vibe to it. I'm trying to think. There's several oils in my head that this kind of smells like. Like the mango and coconut milk by Candle Science a little bit. But it's sweeter than that. It's like they mixed it with some of their strawberry guava or something. And then threw something a little bit bronzy in there. I mean, again, if this fragrance is... I'm going to check the price point on this, actually. All right, so this is about $42 for a 16-ounce bottle right now. It looks like it may be on sale. And, I mean, I think that is definitely on the high end for something like this. I'm just being honest with you guys. So, hear me out. My job on this channel is to review these products and to provide you with my honest, unfiltered opinion. If I was gonna sit here, I'm not trying to just bash companies, but if I was just gonna sit here and smell things and then act like everything just smells good, when I watch channels like that, that to me is not authentic content. That's kind of where I'm coming from with this. I'm coming from the standpoint that I'm a candle maker as well. And what would I be interested in purchasing when I'm looking at something of this tier? And I have a luxury marketed collection myself, but when I'm looking at something of this tier, I need it to meet certain criteria in my head. And I'm giving you my unfiltered, out of the bottle first impressions, okay? And I just want to make that very clear. That if I wasn't free to do that, that this would not be an authentic review. And Makesy, as you guys know, is one of my, I like this company in a lot of ways. But I have to provide you with an authentic review in order to post a video. Overall, not pleased so far with this kit, but I have 4 more oils to go, so let's hope things get better. So this is going to be the next one. I'm expecting something that is kind of exotic, gingery. Again, something that is going to take me somewhere, probably somewhere in Asia perhaps, somewhere that is going to be spicy, enchanted. Ginger can be a tough one to do well. Oh, yeah. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. So, when I'm smelling this, I'm getting something that is a very inspired... Yeah, this takes me straight to Thailand. This is what so I've been trying to work on a Thai fragrance, actually. And I would, if this would throw well in wax, I would hands down add this to my Wanderlust collection as Phuket. This is, so I'm getting like lime, I'm getting some coconut possibly in this, and just like a breezy, but also woody, earthy, like guaiac wood, vetiver, something along that nature. But this smells very expensive, very refined. I don't get anything that's artificial, kind of gummy, candy, synthetic about it. It's really beautiful, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is part of their functional or mood boosting fragrances. I know that they have some that are like that, because this fragrance really, when you smell it, it's like literal aromatherapy. Like you feel a sense, I do, of like joy and peace, and it's just a beautiful representation. And this is what I'm talking about. Next, let's take a look at Santorini Figs and Crystalline Linen. Now, this one, I love. I'm just gonna tell you guys, there's very few fig fragrances that I don't like. So you should know that about me. But in terms of like a linen aesthetic with figs, I don't think I've ever smelled before. So this might be a first for me. And it sounds so expensive, so exotic. I'm expecting something that's fresh, but also that's like gonna have that expansive, maybe woody, earthy, herbaceous kind of quality to it. So let's see what this one is gonna do. Oh, yeah, this smells really, again, this is the par that I'm talking about. This is what I want to smell, again, for the prices that they're selling oils for. But this definitely has almost like a petrichor aesthetic to it with the fig. I believe it's Diptyque that has Figuier, and this smells almost like a dupe for that. To be honest with you, it's very, very, very similar out of the bottle, and that's, you know, not a bad thing, but I'm definitely getting like kind of a, again, it's like a petrichor, and if you don't know what that is, it's so after it rains, it's kind of like the scent of the earth, and they say like the scent of the pavement. I don't get pavement with this, but it's kind of like that just rained, fresh, ozonic aesthetic, and I really like this. I do not get the linen per se out of the bottle, I would say that I'm getting hit with a very earthy, luxurious, tropical, yes, but more breezy coastal like fig. Okay, we're down to the last two oils. I'm super excited for this one. Oh, this says, it looks like they do put on their bottles, like this one says fine fragrance. I'm just checking a few of these other ones here to see if they put anything. Maybe they don't do it on all of them. Yeah, some of these say fine fragrance on the bottle, like this Wild African Violets and Black Tonka does. But I think that some of their oils, I would definitely, if you purchase from them, recommend checking out the description of their oils, because it'll have listed if they're like a functional fragrance and a mood booster. They have a lot of different selling points for these oils, which is really important information for you as well as your customer. So you definitely want to check that out. So I don't really know with this one. I'm actually excited mainly because I'm still looking for a really good like black violet fragrance. Now, Candle Science's Black Violet Saffron, I always give that one a hard time because the black violet note is way overdone in that fragrance. And again, it's not a luxury marketed fragrance per se, but the black violet is way overdone. And I'm looking for something with a balanced like black violet note. Like if you've smelled Fahrenheit by Dior, to me that's a really good representation of black violet in a fragrance. So anyway, here goes Wild African Violets and Black Tonka. Really excited. Ooh, wow, okay, this one is very interesting. I don't think I've ever smelled anything like this. Wow, this really takes me to Africa. And I'm trying to pinpoint exactly where, but this really takes me to Africa. Not Egypt, it's definitely nothing like that, but this is really, it's chilling how exotic this smells. What am I even smelling? I'm definitely getting like a black, it's like a black myrrh or something to this. So there are several different like smoked components to this that I don't know if one of them is black myrrh or if I'm picking up like some smoked vetiver or something, like several different things that are smoked. This doesn't smell smoky. It just has an infused like the Black Tonka kind of suggests. It's like a mysterious, warm, luxurious, smoky. Yeah, so if you're marketing this, I would say it has like a noir, like a black evening, dusky, but not in a headache-inducing way at all. This is really, really unique. And this takes me like to, I would say like the wilderness. Like this is not an architectural, industrial, urban fragrance at all. This is like something that I don't think I have anything like in the African part of my Wanderlust collection. Like I focused on Luxor and I focused on Cairo and also, well, I guess kind of the wilderness with Cape Town, but that's more of like a tropical wilderness. This is more like a dusky, tropical, but not really like a subtropical, but just, I don't know how to put a finger on it exactly. It's smoky, it's rich, it's sultry, seductive, sensual. Yeah. Wild African Violets and Black Tonka. I would rate this 10 out of 10 out of the bottle. Last but not least, we have Moroccan Orus and Pink Suede. Very, very excited for this. I tend to really like Pink Suede fragrances. And there are several by Makesy that I think Bronzed Orus and Pink Suede is one, and there's one other one as well that I just absolutely adore that are forever in my permanent line, and they're some of my customers' favorite as well. I don't know that I have any more of my Intention room spray in stock. I think it's out of stock, but that utilizes two of the Suede fragrances by Makesy. So here goes Moroccan Orus and Pink Suede. I am very excited for this. Let's see what it's gonna do. Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. This might be... So, wow. This is chillingly good. If you like... I'm trying to put like... Wow. This has to be one of my favorite fragrances that I've ever smelled out of the bottle. Now, I do not tend to like leather as a note. There's a little bit of something like that in here, but it's done very effectively, and it's more of like a suede than a leather, I would say. This takes me straight to Morocco. And I've been wanting a really good... I was thinking of doing like a Moroccan mint fragrance in my Wanderlust collection, but I hadn't found anything that really was like transporting to me. This, on the other hand, it's so chilling. Like, there's some violet or something floral in this. Possibly, I think there's Orus, but also like a violet. It's like a purple floral note that's done so well with the suede and how it balances. And then you get like a bronzed note. It's very similar to their bronzed Orus and pink suede, yes. But this one is a little bit more, I would say it's definitely more of a Moroccan vibe. And if you like, also maybe a little bit like a boho type of a vibe, I feel like this would just go so well. And maybe even just diffusing in a room. Like, definitely as a candle, but also just as a diffusing oil. I'm pretty sure that you can use these for that purpose as well. In like a boho aesthetic. Oh my goodness. Moroccan Orus and pink suede. This is also a 10 out of 10 for me. All right, you guys. So on my Patreon, I'm going to be posting my ranking of these oils from my least favorite to my most favorite. And please let me know if I should keep doing this. Once again, I just want to make very clear that I'm in no way trying to bash companies or to put them down. You know, I have to provide you with authentic content in order for this to be an authentic review. And this review did not start out very well. I hold companies like this to a very high standard. If these were $20, even $30 fragrances, that's a different story. But these start like in the mid 40 range, with most of them going up to like 70, 80, even $90 for a 16-ounce bottle. So that's really expensive. And it's important to me that, for me personally, that each fragrance just, it has to take me off my feet in order for me to purchase it for that price point. And I would say the 5 oils that are on this platter would be that for me. You know, some of the other ones that I mentioned, like, I feel like this was pretty polarizing. Like, it started out with some that I really wasn't a fan of. Well, there were several that were almost there for me, but then several that I just, no. And then, you know, the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 of them, really captivating. So anyways, thank you so much to Makesy for sending me these oils. Once again, this video was in no way sponsored or affiliated with Makesy, but they did reach out to me and offer to send me the oils. And definitely check out my Patreon. I will have it linked below. It costs a few dollars a month. It allows me to sustainably produce this type of content for you guys. But I will be ranking these on my Patreon. Let me know if I should keep doing that if you enjoy it. But anyways, I'm sending all of you peace, love, and light. And I'm wishing all of you happy candle making. I would like to take the time to thank my patrons for their incredible support. A massive shout out goes to Wendy, Nicole Rott, Nancy with All About Me Beauty Bar, Merle, Brad with Neon City Scents, Michelle, Paula, Zahara with Crystalline Candle Co., Julie with B-Lux Candle Co., Jennifer with Bea Essentials, Selena with Banbury Street Creations, Andrea, Sue, Nick, Bruce, Emma, Flavia, Jennifer with Bittersweet Candle Co., Danielle, Anitra with Ninth and Maxwell, Matthew, Jindy,
Lisa, Elizabeth, Tammy, Carol, Cheryl with Soaps by Cheryl, Maya, Losa, Betty, Luzdari, Taichi, John with Past Sense Candles, Angela, Amber, Bluegrass Bath and Candle Co., Marketer, Allie, Carla, Todd with Cold Creek Candle Co., Krista, SS, Karen with River Birch Soaps, Kina with Kijoli, Angela, Amanda, Denise with Grumblegeist Candle Co., She's More, Cindy, Kim, Teresa, Frida, Shiromi, J Creative P, Colette, Nicole, Stella, Leanne, Martha, Angela, Jamie, Chadwick, Z, Mabel, Arev, Bobby, Jamie, Brian, Amy, Julia, Stephanie, Honey, Janet, Terry, Maria, Carla, Lo, Genevieve, Gracie, Yolanda, Tonya, Susan, Irene, Rolanda with Mason Marzette, Megan, Melissa, Ursulette with Ursulette's Beauty Secrets, Danny with Halos, Kelly, TCM with Ava Bryceco, Lois, Terry with Maddie Rose Market, Tia, Victoria with The Sacred Prayer, Valerie, Stacy with Firewick with Me, Jenna with Sebastopol Botanicals, Belinda, Rhonda, Smadar, Duchess Luxury Creations, Juliet, Carla, Crystal with Indigo Scents Candle Co., Anika, Kim with Kimberly's Candle Co., Kim, Angelic, Tia, Chris, Jason, Sharon, Miss S, Shakira, Tiffany, Kim, BN, Lizette, Chandra, Pat, Chickadee Company, Tara, Heather, Indigo, Shajana with Forever Mellow Co., Gina, Emily, Sandra with Loft 54, Heidi, Brianna, Sunday, Michelle, Lisa, Angela with Woodland Apothecary, Kelly Vons, Angela, Natalie with Walters Wicks, Anne, Sherry, Cynthia, Denise, Sonia, Natasha, Elisa, Edward, Shamless Candles and Soaps, Sabina, Raphael with Alondra's Candle Co., Desi, Kim, Abby Lane Candle Co., Christina, Tommy with Rose and Crown Soap, Tara, Joy, Betty, Katie, and Diane. Your support is deeply appreciated.